This is tutorial 7-1. In this, we're going to learn how to geocode data by zip code. So we're going to start off by opening up tutorial 7-1. Just going to zoom in a little bit better. You're going to want to be in the list by source table of contents, because if you're in the list by drawing layer, you're not going to have the table showing, so make sure you're in list by source. And what we're going to do is we're going to open up the attribute table for attendees, and they just want us to use the select by attributes. And in here they want us to choose state as the top box, equals, and they want us to choose Pennsylvania. Then click apply, and we can close that little table. You should have 1124 out of the 1265 selected. These are all of the Pennsylvania attendees. With that done, we can clear this. So we're just going to X out of there. And now we are going to open up our catalog, and we are going to right click on chapter 7 of our exercise folder, and we're going to add a address locator. Up here in the browse, we are going to choose US address zip 5 digits. We're going to click OK. For now, ignore this warning that just popped up. That'll go away once we put in more things. Then we're going to go to the reference data, and we are going to choose, we're first going to go up, and because the file we need is in data, United States Geodatabase, and it's PA zip. As you can see, the warnings went away. Then we are going to change where it's going to be saved, and you do that down here. We just click on the browse. We're going to go up. We're going to want to in chapter 7 geocoding database, and we're going to call it PA zip codes. With that done, we can click save and OK. Now down here you can see that it's processing the data. A box will appear here saying whether it was successful or not. A green check mark is successful, a red X means there was an error. And it was successful. If we open up our geodatabase, we now see that we have a PA zip codes. So we can just minimize that. And back in ArcMap, what we're going to do is we're going to go up to Customize, Toolbars, and we are going to be using this toolbar, Geocoding. And we are going to go to Geocode Addresses. And as you can see, only this one is here. We're going to add the other one. We're going to go up, up. It should be in your My Exercise 7. Geocoding, and there. Now with that selected, we click OK. And in here they have some things that they want us to do. Make sure attendees is the address table, and then zip code, and they want us to save it into our geocoding geodatabase in chapter 7. And they want us to name it attendee zip. Then we can click save and OK. this is what it should look like. Before, you can see that the matched is not the same number that we had before. The reason for that is that some of the zip codes might have been either omitted or incorrect. So we're just going to click close on that. And as you can see now, every zip code that appeared in this table now has a point on it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to right click. We're going to count how many people in these zip codes actually attended. So we're going to right click on here and we're going to open up the attribute table. And we're going to find the header that says match address, which is this one right here. And we're going to right click on that and we are going to go down to summarize. And in here we are going to browse once again, and we're going to save it in our chapter or exercise 7 folder, and it's going to be called count attendees. Then save and OK. And we want to add it to our map. We're going to close this and we're going to open up the one that we just added. And if we right click and go descending, we can see the highest one is the one that does not have any zip codes. Those are probably are the ones that were vacant or out of state. As you can see, these are the highest ones. If we go down, we have a lot of 1s and 2s. Now what they want us to do is there's a your turn that I'm going to do along with you. We're going to join this table with this shape file. So we're going to right click on this, we're going to go to joins, and in here we're going to choose match address to account attendees and match address. We're going to click OK. Yes. And then they want us to change the symbology to graduated symbols, and they want count match address to be the one that we choose. And in here they want us to go to classify and make it quantile. Click OK and OK again. Then they just want us to zoom in here, and as you can see where the majority of the people live. Now what we're going to do is fix and rematch zip codes. Like, as you saw that a few of the ones that were in Pennsylvania came up unmatched. That's because they were either omitted or put in wrong. So we're just going to fix that. So we're going to click on make sure that this is highlighted, and we're going to click on this tool, the review rematch addresses. And they want us to scroll down to 50. See how much bigger this will get. Okay, now we're going to select this one right here, and in here we are going to scroll over and we're going to reshape these so we can see more files in here. Okay, these are the important ones to see. Now with that selected in here, what we're going to do is we're going to type in the address. The book gives it to us, which is 15213. and then we're going to press tab, and this appears. Now once that appears, we are going to hit the match button. And as you can see, it popped up right here. Now the book has a your turn where they want you to go through and add in more people. So feel free to go and do that. It gives you an address that you can use to actually find the zip codes of places. But that's it for tutorial 7-1.